now that as human beings busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures swarm and multiply in a drop of water.
Welcome back to the MayDay LoveStream. We're so happy that you're here with us. It's Wednesday. Okay. I thought that would be good.
I thought it was great.
Did you like it?
That was pretty fantastic.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hump Day MayDay LoveStreams on maydaylovestreams.com at Gmail because we are here for you and your music. Anyways, tonight we got a great lineup for you. But before we get to that, Jenny's got some info to talk to you about.
Yeah, we just wanted to do a little reminder that we are a socially distanced hi-fi live stream bunker broadcast from one of my favorite places in the world, the Hallowed Halls here in the city of Roses, Portland, Oregon. And we are here to share our local community with you in a dope way. And if you've been watching us this whole month, I'm sure you've seen this show evolve a little bit, have a little bit of hiccups, have a little bit of moments of pure bliss. And tonight will be, I think, one of those moments of bliss. We had the boys club last night, and tonight we got the girls club.
That's right. Last night we had Jeffrey Martin and Taylor Kingman, two fantastic songwriters, and I hope you guys checked out their music. We reached our goal last night, which is every night our goal is to raise $1,000 for this studio and these artists and their respective charities to make sure that they can be supported and they can have some income through these trying times. Most of these artists actually have lost all of their gigs, and this is oftentimes one of their only sources of income throughout this pandemic. So our first artist tonight is actually a really wonderful person. I met her at a So Far show that I did just down the road from here, Southeast Stark. Amber Russell is a fantastical guitar player and takes you on a transcendental journey with her playing. Without further ado, we'd love to introduce Amber Russell.
Hello. Do I talk now?
Yeah, that's so cute. It's just like, hello, you're here now.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I can hear like a bunch of echo. Is it the same for you? Or is it just my...
I think your reverb is
out.
just forever
it's
reverbing.
for my guitar. Okay, there we go.
That's Steven on the reverb pedal back there.
I'm in a
The laugh
reverb.
We're so glad you're here, Amber.
I'm glad to be here.
We'd love for you to start us off with a song and take us on a little journey.
Okay, I'll start with my traditional first song of the day. I feel like as an artist, we always stick to something, familiar in the beginning. So I'm going to play my tune, Love versus Logic, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yay.
All right.
felt like I was gallivanting through Middle Earth during that track. That was
Galloping
pretty
through
cool.
Middle Earth.
Yeah. I was a hobbit, Mr. Frodo.
Yeah.
That's a
So
really.
beautiful.
You have such a cool style on that guitar.
Thank you. I think it helps, playing with the alternate and open tunings. That song in
Reverb.
particular, we are in a spell. That song was written basically just at the time I had been seeing someone who wasn't sure if they were gay or not. But like, we were hooking up, you would think they were gay, I don't know. But then it was like, she was just battling between love and logic, because logically gay is not right. Like, she has a child, she needs to find a husband, and it was, logic won, I guess. Love didn't win. So this next song is called Falling Out of Love. But it was unrelated to that story, but the same thing.
The journey is the same. Yeah.
Before you play this, we forgot to hit our sponsors. That's totally my bad. I got really excited to hear your music.
Talk about the sponsors.
We're sponsored by a few people tonight. We are starting off with Air Hush, making sure that Jenny and I stay safe and quiet. Gearhead Grip, and for our lights, we got Trail Brews. You just put in some water and you've got a delicious drink to take with you on the road. Divine Lotus masks. They are a really, really cool looking mask that you can wear. They're handmade. And Lime Life TV is our launching partner. And we also want to thank Pizza Nostra on Northeast Fremont. Tonight they're giving 10% of all of their proceeds to the MayDay LoveStream, so hit them up and have a pizza party with us at pizza-nostra.com or 503-281-9592. That's 503-281-9592. And if you Google Pizza Nostra on Northeast Fremont, you can order from them. We'll get 10% of their proceeds tonight. So, all right, let's have some pizza and listen to Amber Russell.
Yeah, pizza. And you guys had gluten-free. I'm stoked. Okay, so Falling Out of Love.
I think our cameraman's eating a slice of that pizza right there.
There's lots of chewing going on.
I love that so much. I especially love all the reverb on the claps.
Yeah, it sounds
good. I'm just consistently floored by your ability to direct a song without lyrics. You told me that you used to, and you probably still do, but you wrote songs with lyrics in them. You're a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I started out as singer-songwriter. I used to write a lot of poetry, and I enjoyed singing, and I feel like, you know, I just wanted to be in a band because I was 15, and a 15-year-old doesn't want to be in a band. And I started writing songs, and
what was your first music like that you wrote?
my first music was, I had a lot of like funny songs, like songs about lobster and weird stuff. I don't know. I don't know. It was little love songs.
Lobsters are funny. They've got little claws and they have no opposable thumbs.
Well, it was actually a dating song. It was called I Don't Like Lobster, which was like all these things people were doing to try to win me over in dating or something, like taking me out to lobster. And I'm like, I don't even like lobster. I don't even care.
I mean, I'm a cheap date. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, so I would say the genre of the music I was playing at that time was like a folky blues or something.
Okay.
Maybe a pop. I don't know. I quit singing because I don't know. I never really wanted to be a singer. I just wanted to play guitar, and it seemed like in order to get gigs or play music, I had to. Someone had to sing, and none of the guys wanted to sing. They just want to play bass or the drums or whatever. So like, you're a girl, you should sing. And I'm like,
ouch.
And they handed you a tambourine and said, go stand
yeah,
on the
and like I could sing, I guess. Like people liked my voice, but I didn't think I had the greatest voice, and I just didn't want to feel that insecurity because you know, yeah, it's a lot. I still think it's a lot of pressure to sing for any singer-songwriter. Like if you don't like my guitar playing, it's your choice, you know, you just don't like guitar playing. But if someone doesn't like your voice, you were born with that.
It's super personal.
That's your voice.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
So it was just easier to do what I always wanted to do and forget everything and just play guitar and be a one guitar band, kind of.
I mean, you play a lot of instruments at the same time on your guitar. You've got it set in a certain tuning right now. For the guitar players in our audience, we have a lot of them actually, and just for me and Jenny, like what tuning are you in right now? Your capo 7?
So this is gonna get weird.
Yes, let's get weird.
Okay.
So if the capo was not on there, it's basically Dad-Gad except for D, A sharp D at the end.
Dad-Gad.
D-A-D, G, A sharp D. And then this is a banjo capo. So it's on the 7th fret, and I've got these 2 bass notes open, and then this pretty chord is being held by that.
I feel like you just summoned Zorro from the dead.
He's making this whole thing a mystical experience.
I get that a lot of like enchanted forests.
Well, I think that's the beauty of not having lyrics in a song. Everyone gets to really
interpret however you
have
want.
their own experience, and I'm like, yes, give me the sad words.
Yeah,
not sad words. I love
feelings.
I love it. And there's times when lyrics can inhibit me from having my own experience, and lyrics can get in the way.
Like, this song's perfect except they mention this, and then now it's not relevant.
Yeah, it takes a song and it's telling you exactly what the song is about, instead of, I almost feel like your music, especially here in this moment, it's more of a gift because you're like, hey, I have this, there's spaciousness for everybody in this room to take it however they need to, and I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, another thing was there's a lot of pressure with lyrics, you know. I mean, Kurt Cobain was able to sing about mosquitoes and random stuff. So like, I was like, I could say whatever I want. But over time, I didn't want to disclose all of my life to people all the time, because you're kind of on stage ripping yourself open, telling people who you are, and people come up to you and they feel so connected to you through words, and sometimes it was too much. I'm like, I don't want you to, you don't actually know me. And we might have had some similar experiences. And a part of, like, you know, full disclosure, I've been in quarantine for a while. It's the most I've talked in a minute. So like, when I was 19, I got married. So I was once upon a time married to a man, and then I was lesbians dating women, and then people want to talk about that. I'm like, let's not talk about, let's talk about music or something. And then lyrics, I felt like a sham singing songs about he or him, and it didn't work well to switch it to her or she, and then there was too many questions, and it was like, I don't even want to sing lyrics to you guys, just like my music.
I think that there's definitely at least predisposed notions when you're a male, you're going to be singing them
To
or
she
something.
and
To
her,
she. I was
most
listening
likely.
to Callum Scott today, actually. I was doing some sanding on a deck, and the song came up, and it's Dancing on My Own, and I'm in the corner watching you kiss her, and I'm like, wait, Callum's a boy. Oh, you know, and it like clicks. And what sucks about America is that there's these predisposed notions about what's supposed to happen. It makes you think differently about songwriters.
Yes, and
Yeah.
if I were on stage singing about he and her, it's like, I'm not ashamed of being a lesbian, but it's like none of anyone's business as well. So I'm just like, let's just sing about love. And it's hard to take pronouns out of songs sometimes, you know, especially if it's something personal.
I have a lot of respect for that, so thank you
Yeah.
for not only voicing that, but thank you for making music that doesn't compromise what you really want to do. It's inspiring to be like, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I don't want to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think more artists could probably put some things down that don't serve them, you know?
Right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being open to talking to us
Yeah.
and saying words.
You know, I'm going to keep talking for a minute because we have so much time. Nina Simone, if anyone's seen the documentary on Netflix, that's like my favorite, and she was my queen of all time. But she mentions how if you're going to be a musician, you have to sing about the times and talk about relevancy. Like, you have this platform. If anyone needs to dish out their dirty laundry, it's an artist on stage so that people feel okay about their own dirty laundry or something.
Yeah, it's a
you know?
permissioning.
Yeah. I remember getting a haircut once, and I was like, well, can I pull off things? Can I do this? And she said, you're a musician, right? And she was like, you can do anything. She's like, get a mohawk. Like, you can literally, I was like, that's so true. As a musician, you can do
get
anything.
sleeves.
You need a face tattoo.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Just get your own face on your face in 3D.
Bro, done.
No way. That's why you're so glowing right now.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of that awesome tattoo on my face.
Before we start again, we had this magical little drop off. Simeon, known as Copper Pipes on Instagram, he has been making art of a lot of artists, and he made one of us as hosts.
Oh.
These are so cute.
He popped in here while you were playing your last
did.
song, and he looked at me, and I hope he couldn't see my face underneath the
So
mask, and I hope that he
good.
saw that I was like, no, it's okay. So he dropped these amazing things off.
And we have a lot for other artists that have played, and I have an old record cover that he painted of me playing forever ago, and he just does this.
He does it. I
for
love
free
him.
and just gifts these, and it's so amazing. So if anybody is curious, this man is amazing. At Copper Pipes on Instagram, and then you can find him other places from there. But I love that art begets and inspires more art.
Yeah.
And like the ripple effect is absolutely it's working, guys. It's working.
It's working.
Yes.
Come together. I did a live painting music thing with him less than a week ago. It was a few days
Really?
ago. Yeah, I was like, let's set it up, because you know how on Instagram you can like chat and two people are on.
Yeah.
So I just played guitar for an hour, and he painted whatever he wanted, because he's doing like a painting a day during quarantine. I think he's at like
Now that's a cool
70
combo.
something now or something.
Wow.
So that was cool.
in
It
the
was a lot of
flow.
fun. Yeah. I adore him. He pops up unannounced all the time at all kinds of gigs. And
Skills.
he doesn't. I love it. He doesn't ask permission. He just brings his stuff. He lights it up, and he's painting whatever he wants, and he has a gift for you. You didn't even know you were gonna have a cool
I saw him
painting.
at OMSI a couple of years ago. He painted my friend who was dressed up as It, the
Oh
clown.
no!
Yeah.
I bet that was special for him. Yeah.
So inspired by all of
Do
you
you
guys.
have another song for us?
I do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play this song with this banjo capo, and
Dad.
this song.
Yeah, A sharp, D.
Yeah, we don't really know the tune. It's called Battle for the Innocent, and I hope you like it. Okay.
Oh!
That is so good.
Thanks. I feel like it's out of tune a little bit. And I know nobody noticed, but it drives me crazy.
I was about to ask if you have any instrumental tracks, and then I realized they're all. Because I feel like that would be so cool to have playing during maybe one of our intermissions in the future. or something like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be
That's so
fun.
cool.
I like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, for real. You guys
I'm
are.
downsies.
You are so.
It sounds like
freaking
more
talented.
than one of her because it's such a big sound.
Yeah, the way you move your arm up, it's almost like a dance.
Yes, that's the goal. I have guitar lessons on jamplay.com, and that's one of the things I discuss, how I would like to stand and play. It's not that I can't, it's just this guitar is a loaner, and I don't have the attachments to have a guitar strap because he's building me a new guitar.
Wow.
And I'm still waiting on that, but with COVID, it's taking forever. But
Yeah.
when you're playing, you stand and play. Like, there's a difference between sitting and playing and standing. And when you stand, there's movement to your legs, to your hands, and that dance is a part of the memorization of like the finger placement and everything. The dance is all a part of it. So the percussion is going to be timed properly because of the motion of the dance. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like you're playing like both the drum and the guitar, and like you have like a groove, a dance at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to move when I hear it. It's
Cool.
very, very cool.
Yeah, you want to try and fill space. Like if one hand's not doing anything, I have time to do something else. And I do a lot of hammer-ons so I don't have to pluck. So because I'm using hammer-ons, I can move my hand.
I feel like your guitar style is like the best style for somebody with ADHD.
Yeah, that is me. I'm terrible in school. Like, yeah. I always tell people, they're like, oh, you want to do some lessons? I'm like, yeah, I'll teach you guitar the wrong way. Let's do it.
Yes. Well, I mean, once again, there is no right way. It's just what's true
Exactly.
for you, and what's true for you is going to be really beautiful. And speaking of beauty,
BEA.
we've got some donation shout outs. Holla, 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 holla. Oh, yeah, that's how you get it. Jim Carroll, Michelle Johnson, Kip Silverman. You guys are what makes this show happen. This is 100% donation based from our hearts, from Hallowed Halls to the artists and to who they would like to support as well, so that the Love Stream is cute as an idea, and it's also very, very, very real. And even just with Simeon bringing us art, like, it really just keeps flowing. And we know how hard everyone's working, and we know that people are having potential struggles and whatever. So just join us and have fun and be good to your family and be good to your neighbors. And share this if you feel inspired to. We need about $1,000 just to keep the lights on in here. And we're going to keep the show cooking. But speaking of the flow, you have chosen to support Strum Guitars.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I love Strum. And Haley
do
Johnson
too.
also supported Strum. And they're such a gem, a diamond in the rough in this community.
Absolutely. It's my favorite venue in Portland. I feel like, especially for my music, it's perfect. It's a perfect environment, and he's really nice. Like, if it's not booked, he'll, book me. Like, I have friends that are always coming through town on tour, and it's the perfect space for especially like instrumental guitar, because it's a guitar store. There's vintage guitars everywhere, and I love any establishment that the owner and the family is always present instead of just hiring employees and never showing your face. Like, he's always there, and he's always just been super supportive and works hard, and it's my favorite venue. It's beautiful. The sound quality is great when I perform there. I love Strum. It was easy. As soon as I said, oh, who do you want your donations go to? I was like, absolutely, Strum Guitars.
Yeah, it'd be fun to partner with them someday, maybe even in the form of people that want to come here and do the live stream, and they need access to a new axe to play for their set.
When you play at Strum, if you break a string, there's a lot of guitars right behind you.
Exactly.
No big deal.
Yeah. I actually had my harp guitar there for several months this year because I was out of town, and it was just going to sit in the closet. And it's a unique guitar that, not a lot of people have or have seen. But I guess it was a good conversation starter, and it was cool to have that in there. I had a guy actually coming through town from Washington or something, and I wasn't in town, but he's like, I played your guitar today. I'm like, what? And so that was pretty cool.
That is pretty rad.
Well, you got
A song for Strum.
music.
Yeah. I'm going to play a little ditty, same tuning and everything. This song is called KHBB. I wrote this because my friend Katie and her girlfriend moved out of Portland and got a house in southern Utah. and she was like director of LGBT at some college, and it was kind of a big move, you know. They were kind of out there in the middle of nowhere where there's not a lot of like proactive things happening, I guess. And I just thought she had really big balls for doing that, because Portland, it's like safe and easy to be gay and gluten-free and all the wonderful things. And she moved to Utah, and she's like, they're like the only gay couple in a 10-mile radius.
Just turn it off like a light switch.
So I was like, Katie, dude, you got big balls. So I named the song Katie Has Big Balls, but I abbreviate it because you got to see me live or something to like get the story. So this is KHBB.
KHBB.
Katie Has Big Balls. So that's this.
I love your song title. Oh, she does.
That's it. It's got a dead stop at the end. My
I
capo.
like it. Power moves.
It's meant for a banjo, so it was starting to like kind of come
A little slither off.
a little bit. It's not meant for a guitar. I'm abusing it.
I kind of love the way that you ended that song. You're just like in it, and then you're like, bow.
We're done here.
I've said enough.
Yeah.
I love songs that end at the climax of it. I think Jai Ho from Slumdog Millionaire is an example of one of those. Like boom, and like it's done.
Yeah.
It's so cool to hear songs that end like that because it leaves you wanting more.
Right. I don't often end like that in songs. So it's nice because it's not like every one of my songs. Because if you have too many songs that end like that, it's like, did you get lazy?
Just like there's a lot of anxiety in the audience.
Yeah, like she's not happy about this. Yeah, it's kind of an unsettling ending.
You gotta build a little suspense.
Yeah.
We have some correspondence cohorts over in this little correspondence corner.
What'd you call me? No.
And they have a bunch of pizza. Thanks again, Pizza Nostra. If anybody wants to have a pizza party with us tonight, please. We're doing it. This might be the last Wednesday. We might be doing it every Wednesday, depending on how this works. Call them. They're giving us a kickback of sales that they get tonight. So this is another way that the community is all just supporting each other. But check out these pizza babes. We got a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, we can talk.
It's just for looks.
Hi, everybody.
Hi there. Forgot to talk to you.
It's funny because I think that's actually like a
Thanks
really
for
nice
tuning in.
microphone that they have in there.
The gold one.
I know we should go away.
So those are the gals keeping us safe, really safe, by the way. We
Even
give
Amber.
lots of hecks about safety, and this has been such a long, interesting month of learning how to do it right. We made this cute little sanitation video if you want to see it, or maybe we can wait till after Amber's done playing. Okay. So now
Jesus Christ. So we got Amber Russell coming right back at you right now. Do you got another song for us, Amber?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Portland Dance for you. I wrote it about Portland and all of its beauty. I wrote it as soon as I moved to Portland. It was just kind of the feeling of walking in the rain, doing the stuff. I love it. This is the only video I've really done well. It was released through Candy Rat Records with my friend Nick Johnson. He did some guitar part to it. So if anyone likes the song, check out the video and enjoy.
Yay.
So this is Portland Dance.
And you said we can't dance, but I think we're going to be able to.
If you can, do it, girl.
You can dance if you want to.
They're dancing. I haven't even started yet.
I like that you said this wasn't a dancing song, but it's actually at 132 BPM.
You were testing my BPM.
Which is actually faster than TikTok by Kesha. You got
hilarious.
4 on the floor going on there. Like we're grooving back here.
Good.
I'm kind of in the flow. You want to just give us another one back to back? Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep the energy moving. Oh, we got some shout outs for donations, though, darling.
Let's do the shout outs.
We could wait till we get more donations.
Marianne
before we shout out.
Edward,
Oh, we got
Victoria
it.
Barrick, Acoustic Minds. Thank you for being the best supportive peoples of all time, and we're going to see you on Friday on the show. Friday is brought to you by the most supportive people the show has ever known. Thanks, Acoustic Minds.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I didn't want to ruin the mood, but we have to do it because we love people that are participating and supporting you. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty wild because every single day I think Amanda and Jennifer have donated. Like it's pretty wild that they're so supportive.
Yeah, and even just sharing this, I mean, I think we've been really fortunate to have this little family of support and musical community tuning in and tapping in every night. But let's say, you know, like my brother doesn't know your music and I can share this with him, and how can we make the web wider? So if you can just share this with anybody that might also be inspired. I'm about to blast Anna Tivel to a whole bunch of people later on. And so yeah, just sharing the love stream, guys. It's kind of a thing that we like to do here.
We also like to talk in British accents.
You guys sound like my girlfriend.
Hey,
She's got a British accent.
Really?
Yeah.
A real one?
A real one. Every time her favorite thing is when people are like, where are you from? She's like, Texas. That's her go-to.
Can she call us on the hotline and leave us a voicemail in her accent?
She's actually teaching guitar lessons right now.
Damn it.
But maybe
later.
Maybe. I'm
For
going to
Anna's
have to
set?
see. Yeah, in between lessons.
We want to hear it.
I would love that. We'll do that after Anna says. She can give us a closing.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I've got like, I mean, I got this song and I could do another one, but if this could be the last song also.
We want like 3 or 4 or 5
We
more.
want more.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
And what is the rule on covers?
I don't think
pretty-
we know
it's
if it's
pretty
a cover
lax.
or not.
Okay, that's true. It's still cover, and I can't
There've
play
been covers.
a cover without acknowledging it's a cover. I
Fair.
don't just
Yeah.
do it like.
There've been
gotta
covers.
Give props. Okay.
And we're still going to ask you a few more questions about your heart and your
Oh,
life
goodness.
and things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while Amber's getting set up for this song, you guys can reach out and give us a phone call right here at the Mayday.
Hallowed 833 for Mayday. Hallowed 833 for me. Hallowed
833-4 Mayday. Amber, back to you.
All right, great. I do want to say I was thinking. So I did a gig a couple weeks ago. This guy booked me for his anniversary dinner party, and it was viral. So like I dressed up and lit candles in the background, and he surprised his girlfriend on a rooftop with me playing, and they were suited up. And
How can
it
we
was
hire
so
you for
cute.
this?
That's what I'm saying. So that was awesome. I'm available to like still do gigs like that, but if anybody donates $100 to this live stream, I would be willing to perform for 30 minutes for them in
snap.
like a rain check for the next month.
As soon
I'll
as
give
you're
it a month
allowed
limit.
near people.
Well, I'm saying it could be over the internet if it's for their family or something. I'll just
that's cool.
I'll Zoom them and play. But if anyone donates $100, mention so in the comments and let me know
love
if
that.
you want me to play a few songs for your friends and family.
Anyone feel like getting engaged during the next few months?
Yeah,
I
it's instrumental. You
That's
could
my
do-
bad. I suck. I was watching you on my phone.
I'm here in real life, okay? Watch me on your
He's
phone
in a
later.
portal of just Amber Russell screams everywhere.
You guys are making me blush.
You're in my dreams.
Well,
On that note, what you got for us?
okay, so this song's called Florida Thunder. And I call it Florida Thunder because I wrote it in Florida during a thunderstorm because that's like every hour and a half or so.
As is tradition.
And I just wanted to add like little harmonics and taps and things that sounded like thunder and lightning, and I think it worked out well. So this is Florida Thunder, and all of these songs are available on Spotify on my album Metanoia. right at the very end.
Have you ever broken a hole in a guitar?
No, I have a lot of friends who have. I did put a little tiny crack right here that the camera probably can't pick up. I let my guitar builder know, and he expected it, but I was sweating it. Because like he'll see my videos and be like, "Are you humidifying it?" and stuff. I'm like, ah! But no, he's great. But it's got some dings and nicks in it because of the nails and.
Oh, you got some low end on that. That's a nice.
It's good to hit it, but not beat it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I make sure. Well, I know. But like I know some people plenty of people have put holes in their guitars.
Damn.
But that's why I won't play unless I'm amplified, unless I'm in a small room with people, because you tend to play harder if you're not amplified, so you can be heard, because I'm doing little harmonics and stuff, and you know, you wear your fingers out and you hurt your guitar from punching it. And
do you ever play electric?
not yet. I think I'm gonna toy around with it pretty soon, though.
That's gonna be a whole different experience for you.
Yeah, I feel like it would sound like Jello or something, because the strings are tougher for me, and then you know it's like butter on an electric.
It's like listening to you right now, though. It's like listening to dubstep on an acoustic guitar. It's kind of crazy.
Cool.
Just wait for the drop. Amber's so good.
You know, the first song I did, my friend Trung Bao, he's a world-known, amazing beatboxer, and I have a few videos of performing that song with him beatboxing, and he shreds beatboxing. It's so cool, and it sounds very dubstep. So
does he do those like whoop whoop, the
all
like
of
really
it,
low
the
and
bass drop? Like he does all the stuff.
nice bass, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice bass.
He's tried to teach me, and I'm like, no, I can't do beatboxing. I think it's super cool, but I'm not good at that.
Did you try to beatbox?
Go for it again. Give us another round.
No.
I thought I heard like a beatbox somewhere. Oh, was that?
That's the $150 tier. That is for $100. Amber will come and give you a 30-minute show in whatever way is safe and appropriate for you. For $150, she'll come and beatbox for 30 seconds.
No guarantee on it having any sense of quality, but I will spit into a microphone.
Anyways, loving this. Amber's got a few more songs. Don't forget, friends, this is a 100% donation-based show, broadcasted straight from our rib basket, chest, cage, heart, expanding little bits and pieces of us, straight for you, from you. Once again, Pizza Nostra, thank you for supporting us tonight. If anyone else wants to have a pizza party with us, and you did order a pizza
party right now.
Hashtag us, MayDay LoveStream. We can put you on the show. It'd be fun to enjoy this Wednesday together. I think we're really cultivating a really sweet community here, and it's an honor to be a part of.
Pepperoni. It's delicious.
So thank you everyone that can give what you can and support your local companies like Strum Guitars and Pizza Nostra and Hallowed Halls here, and we love life. Thank you for being a part of it.
Yeah, we do love life.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next song, I'm a little rusty, but we'll see how it goes, is called Staycation, which is what quarantine basically is.
It's true.
But you know, even vacation gets old, so you know, we went to Japan earlier in the year for 2 weeks, and then we were like, I can't wait to go home. I mean, this has been fun, but yeah, you just want to go home sometimes. So this is Staycation. That's not right at all. Hold on. Almost. There's one on.
Vacation's over.
Vacation's over.
You get in the car, you figure out there's no gas, you're like, okay, we're turning back around.
Yeah. Okay, round two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't see our facial expressions behind these masks. We're
You guys
smiling.
just look like you want my
We're into
lunch
it.
money or something.
Well, hand it
I
over.
don't have any. Do you take debit?
Yes.
Venmo.
Yeah, Venmo.
I want to make like
Yeah.
in school and you like touch someone's butt crack, you like swipe it, or you call it a credit card or something.
I do
don't,
remember
That just came to my
I don't
mind.
think
I'm
that's
like, yeah,
okay
we
to
take-
do now.
It's
No,
definitely
it's
not
not. I'm
okay.
just saying,
I
back
feel
in
like
the day, we did
It's
that.
okay for
in middle
kids to
school
do
in
lots.
Spokane. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, back in
Yeah, that was
Spokane, we
okay.
did that butt crack swipe debit.
I love that you called it Spokompton. It makes my heart so big.
That's an endearing term for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I got caught in a bomb threat in Spokane.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in 2011. That was fun. Yeah, they shut down all of downtown, and my car was trapped just past the security tape. So that was a great afternoon.
That was the most hood rat thing Jacob Westfall did ever
Yeah,
did.
Jenny stole cars, and
And Jacob cried under his car.
I did. I really did. I stole my mom's car once.
Amber, you got maybe one more for us, and then we're gonna have a little chatty chat before some intermission, some
Yeah.
voicemails.
I think
and
we got
whatnot.
time for two more.
Two more?
Is that right?
more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I really enjoy asking all the artists that come in here, come into my house,
Your house. I mean, your house.
is the state of the world is shitty, and that's an obvious thing. And I'm trying to weave in some good news and some hope and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what the silver lining might have been for you recently, and how has your world changed since the COVID experience, and
well-
what would, how can the audience support you potentially?
Well, I feel like I'm going through the same thing all artists are going through as far as shows canceled. And I've been a full-time musician for some time, and I even enjoy busking, which I don't know if I'll even be able to busk anymore. Are we going to have markets, So that's been a real struggle, and it's kind of depressing because everything is viral and over the internet right now, and that's just not what I enjoy about music. I really enjoy feeding off of an audience and meeting people, and it's not the same doing it through, a computer. I had days where I felt like, literally, I look at my life and I'm like, everything is awesome. I still have a roof over my head. I'm not like, going hungry. Everything's great. I have a wonderful girlfriend, great pets. I live in a beautiful neighborhood. You just walk around, there's roses everywhere. Everything's great. Everything's great. And I still have moments of like panic and almost depression where I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, be grateful for what I do have. But and then when I have those feelings, I think, what about the people who are just going through a breakup and they're all alone and they've also lost their job? And I don't know, you have to kind of reflect and think how good you really have it compared to some people. And I think now is a good time to be creative in all aspects of your life, not just with music. Like, I've heard of people who are single doing the online dating thing, and they're like sending food to people's houses and eating over Skype. And I'm like, that's such a clever, it's time to be clever in dating.
And order
clever
some
in
Blue
music.
Apron and have a dinner.
Exactly.
Blue Apron, please sponsor us.
Right. So it's almost taking us back to before social media so much. It would be nice to send someone a handwritten letter right now or something.
That's happening. A lot of people are writing letters. We've got pen pals
Really?
now. Yeah.
I like that.
I've been doing a lot of airmail poetry.
Ooh.
Airmail.
What's airmail?
Throw it into the air and see where it goes.
Write it down, put a stamp on it, and then it just
Let it go.
goes into the wind.
That's beautiful. I've seen a lot of poetry posted around the city, outside of nice
Love it,
residential
yeah.
areas, about COVID or just something to make you laugh. And people are still being creative, and it lets us know that everyone's, most of us are doing all right out there, and hopefully everyone's staying safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really weird times. I am anxious for things to go back to semi-normal, at least a little bit. I just want to be around people and play music, and but I don't know if we'll ever go back to complete normal.
It'll be a little while.
And what was that, anyways?
Yeah, what is normal? I never knew.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not exactly the most normal people in this room.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of being an artist too, and everyone here is an artist, so.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that
Yeah, of
window into
course.
who you are. I think that's
I'm actually
beautiful.
currently working on a channel for True Fire and Jam Play to fill it with content. So I've been buying video equipment and stuff. And it's kind of like Patreon, but a little different. It's more based around guitar lessons and group chats and things that are happening. So when that launches, hopefully that takes off because I got to compensate for all the shows I'm not doing. So I guess I'm going to be a guitar teacher, you know.
Speaking of being a guitar teacher, you told me about a dream that you and your girlfriend have, which is to start a guitar academy called the Zen Academy.
Zen Guitar Company is what we're thinking. And we're working on it. It's still coming together. It's just, we still have a heavy plate and we have to finish all these other tasks before we can launch that. But it's still chipping away a little bit at a time. I say end of summer, beginning of fall or so, we should be ready to launch. And that'll be exciting because she plays metal and electric, and she's gonna have to teach me some things too because I play really weird and people wanna know how to play the blues. So I need to learn the blues, and it'll be fun. I learn pretty quickly, and then I feel like I can teach well and be empathetic with a person. So hopefully I'm as good of a teacher as her because she's incredible. She's had students for like 5 or 6 years, and I'm like, that's incredible to like be able to teach consistently and they stick around, you know. A lot of people don't stay with lessons for longer than, you know, a handful of months or so.
But if you were wearing that jumpsuit every time you gave me a lesson, I would come back.
Yeah. You ready for another lesson? Look at this jumpsuit. Let's do cartwheels together.
I'll tell you what, we got time for a song and maybe two. Yeah,
Okay.
but we do have a little voicemail for you we want to play after this song.
Oh,
so.
I can't wait. Yeah. So I am finishing the day off with covers, and so this is the first fingerstyle cover I ever learned from my dear friend and idol Andy McKee, and this is kind of I always say that.
Wait, he's your friend?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't hate you. I actually love that.
You know who Andy McKee is, then?
Yes.
So let me tell you, he is one of the most humble and just nicest guys around. And like when people come to him at shows, they like have him on a pedestal, and they'll be like, "What kind of guitar is that?" And he's like, "Touch it, play it." And a lot of like, you know what I mean? And that's how I am. So it's like weird to see how awesome and just normal and down to earth he is. Like he lives in Kansas with his family, and he just loves music. He makes time for everybody. I feel like he's just my idol for like who I want to be as an artist, not just how I want to sound or play like or get famous, but he's like still humble as all, you know. He's just, I don't know how to express it. He's just solid. The guy's cool.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy to hear that like an artist like that is actually a cool
yes,
person.
because you know how they say never meet your idols or whatever, and he's
I said that last night.
That was our
it's
thing
a real
last
thing,
night.
though.
Yeah.
I mean,
You get lucky though. It's not a unanimous statement.
Of course, yeah.
Andy McKee didn't exactly shoot his wife in the head while he was trying to shoot a shot glass.
No,
Not yet.
who did that? What were you
That was a
talking
story
He
that
wasn't an
Jeffrey
idol.
Martin told.
That wasn't one of his idols.
William S. Burroughs.
Who's that?
He's a really great writer, terrible human being.
Yeah, I don't know him and don't care to. He's not good people to me. So I haven't even practiced this in a while, but like this is the beginning. This is the first song I learned in fingerstyle, and then I started doing my own taparoos.
Taparoos. Is that the official name?
Taparoos, tap,
Yes.
tappy, tap.
It's like a kangaroo, but rhythmic.
Yeah. So this is, anyone can guess, it's Drifting by Andy McKee.
Oh, I'm okay with this. Oh, that makes me so happy.
I did not do that song justice.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, we do have time for one more, but before we get into your
I
last
gotta grab a
song of the
capo,
night,
so if you
go
want to
for
continue.
it. We got a couple things to talk about.
Okay.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you so
That's
much.
what we want to talk about.
We love you so much. And we're going to head into an intermission here after one last song from this angel. First off, I'm going to put my shades on because, you know,
Get them
that's how we
shades
do
on.
it at this time. Our videographer, John Meyer, has been working to make our intermissions a beautiful show within themselves. And I don't know if you guys have watched the progressions of the intermissions. So what he has woven into the intermission show this evening is an interview with Doyle Moore and musical performances by Jessica Rose and John Gold. John's work is really great. He has a series called Contrast, and if you know him, you know, and if not, please inquire more. Also, I'm going to plant a little seed here, friends. Amber is a big poet. A lot of us here are big poets. And if you are also a big poet, small poet, medium-sized poet, we like poets.
We accept all sizes of poet.
Shoot us a message or tag us or just hit us up on all the different ways you can get a hold of us. And we want to kind of see how we can weave some of the community's art and poetry and words into this show in the future. So seed planted officially. Now you know.
Mm-hmm. We also got a voicemail. I had to put my shades on too.
You
I
guys
don't-
look so
Have
cool.
shades.
Yeah, now you
Yeah.
can't see any of our
Oh,
features.
man.
We could be crying. You
Oh,
with your
Can't see
face.
past my shades. Yeah, I can't see past my shades. So we have a few donations, and we want to give a shout out to Dan Blysdell, Alexander Troster, and we want to give a shout out to a little voicemail we got. Are we ready to share that yet?
Voicemail?
We got a little voicemail for Amber
Okay.
from
We've
Joshua
got a pretty
Donahue.
great voicemail here tonight.
This is your Rose City Running Jesus saying thank you, MayDay LoveStream, for providing us with an abundance of the always amazing acoustic acrobatics of Amber Russell.
I love him. I love his voice. He's so fun.
I want to hear that before every show.
Oh
That
my
that
God.
guy's gonna put me out of a job.
So cool. At one point, he was doing this running thing where you go running from bar to bar. Like, let's jog and drink beers.
Yes.
Sounds
But I think
so
he does all the
painful.
announcements for Emerge PDX podcast.
Yeah.
and he's so cool. Thank you for that message.
Well, Emerge is hosted at Strum, and so this is for that venue you're supporting. So do you want to play us out with one more song, Amber?
Okay, so this is the only other cover I know in fingerstyle, and I am hoping it goes smoothly. It's not that easy for me. This is a song by Trace Bundy called Dueling Ninjas. And
It's a great name.
I learned this song so that I could be better at my hammer-ons because the whole song is hammer-ons. And I was like, if I learn this, I'm going to know how to hammer on for sure. So here we go. I hope I remember the whole song. I don't do
Hella
covers very
hammer-ons.
often. Hella hammer-ons.
Hella hammered on right now.
How many White Claws have you had today, son?
He has his own cooler back there.
Okay, so Trace Bundy, Dueling Ninjas. That's not right. butchered it. It's okay. I didn't know I was
Committed to
gonna
the
play it.
game. So beautiful.
I'm just floored by how fast your fingers are moving on that guitar. Like,
I was not
that's
even going
incredible.
fast enough to do that song the right
Ninja
way.
fingers.
It's called Dueling Ninjas, and I think that's because of the fight between the hands. It's too much.
Love it.
We absolutely loved your set.
Oh,
and
thank you
your
so much. This
original
was so
tunes.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, especially your original tunes. They're now on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
So we can find them on there. You're a fantastic artist. You're also a
Thank
guitar
you.
teacher, and so people can get lessons from you. You can follow her. You can follow her.
You can follow
you
that
can
girl
follow
named Mary.
Amber Russell at Amber Russell Music.
Jacob, you take a seat,
Words are
goddammit.
difficult. Amber Russell Music with a Z for the music on Instagram, and you can follow her there. She posts some really cool videos of herself playing music and
lots of dog videos.
Lots of dog
Yes.
videos.
In my story.
Lots of dog videos.
And don't forget that $100 offer.
$100.
If you are inspired, and we're going to be able to collect donations until noon o'clock tomorrow. We're about to move into Anna Tivel, and I'm so excited.
Me too.
But if you want that $100 to go towards the 30-minute set by Amber, please specify in the donation caption zone. That would help us know
The memo?
who gets the party memo. The space for words.
Yeah. And remember, the money goes to the artist, the production team that's here, which is, we get a full house. Everybody's kicking butt. That's why your sound at home is really good. And then all the other money goes to Strum Guitars, who's supported me since they've been open. Like, I've always done shows at Strum, and I hope we make some money and I can send some money to Strum Guitars.
Well, guys, we're
Yeah.
going to take a quick break right here, and we're going to get set up for
But
Anna
before we
Tivel,
do-
fantastic songwriter, counterpart to Jeffrey Martin. We are going to break open the set, get her set up, and if you guys want to leave a voicemail and tell us how your night's going, tell us if you like the set or any stories from today, you can give us a call right here.
Holler at 833 for Mayday. Holler at 833 for me. Holler at 833 for Mayday. You are.
Hi, I'm Doyle Moore. I'm here at Hallowed Halls. Happy to be here. A friend of mine and I has started a video channel, a YouTube channel called Brian and Doyle, Brian ampersand Doyle. And we're putting together some messages about spirituality in a kind of unconventional way. And then we also talk about all kinds of aspects for relating to life and how we can. One of the last little ones we did was about how to, you don't have to be upset about things for long periods of time. I mean, we can go instantly from a negative event to getting over it right away if we allow ourselves to and know we can and give ourselves permission to. One of the big focuses that we are putting everything on for actually getting people on board, hopefully, is promoting daily affirmations and essentially a daily ritual that provides some consistent messaging to ourselves. And this is really to counter all the constant brainwashing we get from everywhere in the society. And it's actually we're gonna brainwash ourselves with some positive messages, and sit back and observe changes in our life to see that it actually does work. And once we do that, then we can get on board with a little bit more rituals. I propose this thing called Aim Your Day, where the A is for affirmations, I is for intentions, M is for meditation. And if you do that every day, you can really see an improvement in where your life is going and how it's panning out for you.
Hot lemons in the desert, baby. Hot lemons in the desert, baby. Is that salt? Is that snow? Is that salt? Is that snow? Oh, hot lemons in the desert, baby. Hot lemons in the desert, baby. Is that salt? Is that snow? Is that salt? Is that snow?
Amber, why am I filming Nostra Pizza right now?
They are our sponsor every Wednesday night of the MayDay LoveStream. Every Wednesday night from about 6 p.m. until the end when they close, which is about 9 p.m., 9:30. If you call in and order a pizza, 10% of the proceeds come back straight to the MayDay LoveStream and support the charities that we're trying to help.
That is truly amazing. And honestly, I had no idea you had such a good canned answer like that. I just...
Thank you. I just pulled it out of somewhere.
No, that was not... I didn't... Well, I didn't even know about the 10%. I didn't know anything.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No, that was honest. That was an honest question, and I guess that wasn't a setup, folks. That was just,
it's just literally what's happening. We're super stoked about it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that. Now I do.
Thank you, Pizza Nostra.
In my abyss, I see there now hangs a ladder. Has it been waiting all this time? My limbs are tied from their long fetal contraction, yet still remember how to climb. A crested hilltop opens to fertile valley, where soon the sun is set to rise. From this old vantage point, a glimpse of new pastures, a place my seedlings might survive. I'm running from my demons, I've run from angels too, but I'm pulling back the curtains so the light can shine on through. I used to pinch myself whilst living through nightmares to see if I was still alive. Could I be dreaming still, I wonder, enraptured at the quick changing of my tides. Been running from my demons, I've run from angels too, but I'm pulling back the curtains so the light can shine on through. Been running from my demons, I've run from angels too, but I won't concede to darkness. No, I won't concede to darkness. No, I won't concede to darkness. As my light comes shining through.
Tu sudor solo dirá el tiempo, habla más que el intento, que solo dirá el tiempo, habla más que el intento.
I am Mario Marchese, also known as Mario the Maker Magician. Oh! Ah! My eyeball. This year, February 29th, we performed at the Old Church Concert Hall in Portland, Oregon. This is a really special place. We live all the way in Nyack, New York. We travel the country multiple times a year, and the Old Church Concert Hall is one of those venues that we always remember. Why am I here? Why am I talking to you? I'm talking to you because I've never released my live show. My live show is my livelihood. I've never put it online, ever. I'm doing it. And I only ask you guys before the show starts if you could donate. Donate to the Old Church Concert Hall. It's theoldchurch.org/bettertogether. We want to make sure that live theater is one of those things that open up again.
This gentleman right here, he could catch. Nice.
I'm not ready to die. But closer than I was yesterday. Oh, but not ready to die.
If I don't have an audience on a pretty regular basis, I actually will disappear and become a ghost. I become really sad. I curl up in a ball. I'm like, I don't know, what is my purpose?
What if they don't like my music? Like, what if nobody comes to my shows? It's like I had to really toughen up and be like, I would still write songs and sing even if nobody came to my shows. And that's the thing that I had to come to terms with.
'Cause I won't be here forever. No, I won't be here forever. Whoa, but these rocks are forever.
A lot of the things I struggled with stem from things that I couldn't really control, and I had a battle. I had a battle within myself.
And I had a lot of trauma dealt to me when I was younger. Grew up without a father, became homeless at 15, in and out of jail.
Once I was diagnosed with my autism, it made a lot more sense as to why those things were so much harder for me. But it still doesn't make it easier. Knowing that I have autism doesn't make it easier for me to do the things all of a sudden, just because I know what makes it hard for me. What time is it? We got to keep up.
7:54.
7:54. My brain is like
What was it?
in
They honked at each other.
control mode right now.
How could a unique perspective ever compete with another unique perspective? It sounds ridiculous. So rather than competing with the other artists and unique perspectives of the world, you instead compete with your own shadow.
A professor of mine in college said to our class once, like, if there's another career that you can do besides being in the entertainment industry, then do that, because it's too painful to be in the entertainment industry. And I took that to mean I'm sort of okay being a therapist or doing another job, so I should probably just do that. But what happened is then I was denying this part of myself that is very real. I am an artist.
The lion sleeps tonight. Ready? Hey.
Miss you. It's hard for me to see how much help I could be because of all the mistakes that I made in my life. But the only way that I know how to do it is by gathering a community with music, and I've been pretty effective with that.
Dedicate to my sister, dedicate to my mother, dedicate to my friends, dedicate to my fans, dedicate to my brothers. See, I'm gonna be in the mix. You don't even understand. I ain't never been around to put the money in my hand. Put the money in my hand.
Let it seep into you. Like on this song, it's that point in the middle where you're about ready to make a choice about whether or not you stay in a relationship or you get out of it.
'Cause you were over my head, it's raining like the sun won't shine no more.
If I didn't have music, I would have had a really hard time finding anywhere to fit in. Music was that bridge. If people didn't want to talk and have a conversation about the things that I wanted to talk about, they could just start playing music.
I've been on my 2 feet. My back is turned, my bones are weak. Ooh, I need a break. I just leave. Do I do what I believe? That would change my everything. Ooh, I need a break. And I can see the bigger picture. No longer working for the mister. I can hear them singing my song. People singing along. They sound magic. They sound like magic. They sound like magic. They sound like magic to me. To me. To me. To me. I'm sick and tired of making I will be going tomorrow. I'm gonna end this ride strong until I prove all of them wrong. And I can see the bigger picture, no longer working for the mister. I can hear them singing my song, people singing along, and they sound magic. They sound like 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 magic to me. To me. To me. To me. They sound like magic. They sound like magic. They sound like magic. They sound like magic to me.
In the entryway to the facility, there's a handy sanitation station. Today, we have 2 volunteers ready to demonstrate proper hygiene and social distancing. In the event of a virus pandemic, as we're experiencing currently, everyone must follow these strict guidelines or risk passing on the virus to their companions. Let's go inside, shall we? Oh there, not too close. Oh, looks like he's got an idea. A tape measure, how handy. Oh, no touching. Ah, there we go. That looks about 6 feet to me. Now, what's the plan to get that tape measure put away? Oh no, don't take off those gloves. Ah, she had another glove underneath. What a trickster. Now for the disinfectant. It looks like he wants a drink. No, don't do that. Oh no, we surely don't want to inject it. That won't help you either. Let's wrap this up. Please just remember to follow these simple guidelines for a safe and healthy environment. Thank you.
I just need to be needed. I just need to be needed. I just need to be needed. Just like everyone everyone else.
Holler at 833 Mayday. Holler at 833 for me. Holler at 833 for Mayday.
Welcome back to the MayDay LoveStream. Yeah, that's why they put me in the host booth, not up on the front stage. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, welcome back, friends. We hope you enjoyed our intermission art piece. I'm really excited to see how that evolves as the show goes on. There's been a lot of love woven into that, so it's not merely just a breath between sets. It is its own beautiful experience. And speaking of beautiful experiences, we had a pretty sweet voicemail that we received over our intermission, and we want to share it with you.
This one's pretty adorable, you guys.
I just want to call in and let you know that I love you and I love what you are doing and long live the love stream. Keep that stream flowing, y'all. So keep it going. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It sounds like a very passionate.
They're in the
listener.
closet, just like, just love streaming naked, doing push-ups during the sets and something.
They're live streaming their own workouts.
We would love to hear from you, for real though. That makes us so much more fun and interactive, and that's a rare thing. We get to have this live correspondence piece so that Anna can, play her music and not have to type and do all that at the same time. So please give us a shout out on the hotline, and also to support other beautiful humans in this community doing really fun things. Uncle Tito, our beloved Tito, is doing Uncle Tito's storytelling at 9 o'clock. So every night when this ends, he starts up, and he is still doing The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, A Chronicle of Narnia. You can find him on Facebook under Uncle Tito's Storytelling, and it's just a good heart medicine. Keep eating your pizza from Pizza Nostra. Please call them, share your pizza night with us. Listen to Tito after you listen to Miss Tivel. And we're going to holler at you about our sponsors and how this whole program works, and then get into the business.
So quick shout out to all of our sponsors right here. We got Air Hush. Hushing my slaps right here, keeping us nice and safe from each other. We got the gear headlights. They are making sure that everything is nice and well lit back here, including that little heart right behind Anna. We also have Trail Brew. We have Divine Lotus LLC making some nice masks for us. And we have Lime Live TV, who is our launch partner in this. Moving on to great things. Reach out to them, limelive.tv, if you want to get started in your own live stream. So without further ado, I think now is the time to introduce a really amazing songwriter. She has been gracing the ears of the Portland music community for the last 8 years. Not only does she play guitar, she also plays the fiddle. She's a multi-instrumentalist, and she's been writing a lot during this quarantine. So thank you so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Anna Tivel.
Thank you so much for having me.
How's it feel up there?
So good to leave the house. I put on pants and everything.
Love it.
I hate pants.
He's not wearing any, but nobody can tell because
Exactly.
You're in the clear.
That's why the shirt's longer, so it covers up more.
You're a utila kilt kind of guy.
Depends on the day, but yes. Do you have any music for us today, Anna?
Oh,
we want you to.
And Anna Tivel.
Sorry for our awkward hosting skills,
No,
but
that's okay.
we want you to play some music, and then we'll awkwardly interject later.
Forgot why I was here.
I feel like Anna's like the most adorable person that's ever been on this show.
This is a fact.
You'll see. Here's one about an empty theater. Seems fitting right now. I swept up the garbage, the cups and the wrappers. The theater was empty, the crowd had gone home. A circle of dust and the light from the rafters. The wooden broom handle, a microphone. And I sang to the dark rose, all velvet and empty. The curtain majestic in folds to the floor. I sang so the angels would never forget me. The rush of their robes as they rose up for more. And the night circled in like a dog in the alley, all matted and skinny and face full of hurt. And the theater still ringing with lost dreams of glory, the echoing voices of some brighter world. And I sang to the mezzanine, the gold-plated ceiling, the orchestra spinning the bright chandelier. I sang so the angels would feel what I'm feeling. An empty so deep, I'm afraid I'm not here. This is Amber's solo section. last note had lingered, the dust settled round me. A silence so heavy it cut to the bone. And deep in the shadows, the rustle of clapping. I rushed to the back row, still holding the broom. And a man who had crept in, all haggard and dirty, a bag of belongings and tears in his eyes. I'll never forget this, he said as he left me. I needed to hear someone singing tonight. I swept up the garbage, the cups and the wrappers. The theater was empty, the crowd had gone home. A circle of dust in the light from the rafters. The wooden broom handle, a microphone.
Yeah. Thanks. That just paints such a vibrant picture. I mean, it just took me there immediately.
I wrote that one for this. I was in Georgia on tour, and I poked my head in this old theater, and the janitor was sweeping up by himself in there and just singing pop songs, like full bore, joyful noise.
It almost reminds me of the setting that Billy Joel makes in Piano Man. Where it's like, oh man, da,
Totally,
da,
yeah.
da, da. Like you have like that a very similar vibe, and I don't know, that's one of my favorite songs.
It's a great one. Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, that was such a sweet
Thanks,
song.
Billy.
We have one. This audience question came in before you started playing. How did you and Jeffrey Martin meet?
We met at Mississippi Pizza.
Yeah.
Jeffrey was playing a show, and I lived right down the street in the top floor of this old house for $230 a month, Portland.
I was in
What?
the
That's
1800s.
nice.
Where did that go? And a buddy of mine was like, "Oh, you got to hear this guy come play." And I had just started writing songs, and I went down the street, and Jeffrey was there with his wiggly toes and his amazing songs, and I thought, well, hot damn, that is some songwriting. And we just hung out ever since.
So good. Yeah, you guys are quite the... When the lineup kind of got crafted, I selfishly was like, no, Jeffrey and Anna got to be together on the same night, but it's nice to have it separated.
Yeah.
Also, it feels like girls' team, boys' team.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's fun. You guys are going to have been crushing the hump day situation here.
We're enjoying our girls' team.
Girls' team.
Do you have another song for
I
us?
do,
Sarah?
yeah. Play this song. Sarah Amber said that she hadn't talked to anybody so much. I'm just realizing that I feel the same.
We'll take it easy on you, don't worry.
That's okay. It's good. It's good. Crack me open. Here's one called The Question.
Oh, that's a good one. I just like the song. It's just cool.
In my dream you were beautiful, backlit, noble. In the low light of the window you were leaning on the edge. The high rises and billboards for perfume and call girls. The steam above the dark road, the smoke around your head. And I knew you by description, the tall tales, the pictures, your short hair and your lipstick, the smell of coming rain. And I wanted to remain there, a voyeur, a stranger, below you. upon your face drawn, revealing next to nothing, a deal you don't believe. And the Bible in a locked drawer, the past you gave it up for, the hymnal and the comfort in exchange for living free. And lined up with the laundry, your slacks and all your stockings, suit jacket and the soft things you dance in when you dream. And the neighbors never mention the woman they see leaving is the man who works the morning shift selling gasoline. In my dream you were stone still, shadowed, half-built, a masterpiece of pure will, just waiting on the world to gaze upon your body, a razor on a rough cheek, a blaze of burning beauty, the saved and the worth saving, a to raise the heavy curtain, a play with no good ending, a prayer that never mentioned the glory of the question, and the answer is the same.
Oh my goodness. That was an absolutely stunning song. I personally love that. How like you title a song with the question, and you go into the definition of that. It's just I don't know. One thing that I really noticed is that in your melody, then da na 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 da 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 da, you would repeat that same line, but every time it didn't get boring. It got more interesting the more you sang that same line because it was so perfect. It was very very cool.
Thanks,
It's very
man.
cool to hear that.
That's good to
So,
hear.
I don't know. I just love hearing writing like that uses repetitive concepts, but makes them new each time they're replayed.
Yeah,
So.
it's like you're gently pulling or like inviting. I just had this feeling of like come, and it's like
Let's hang
okay, I'm
out.
just following you. Where are we going? Then it's like okay, I still want to go, and it's pulling on my heartstrings at least, and it pulled on the heartstrings of some of our homies because we got some donations.
Thanks,
Stephen
homies.
Fish, our audio engineer, also Mississippi Pizza, just everything. And Tanner Cundy and Brad Bando. Thank you guys for your donations. That's what makes us run wild and have a good time and get to have incredible artists like Anna Tivel up on the show. And we love that, and we love you. And we have some requests, but I'm going to ask my request first because I have a microphone. Sorry, you're not going to be mad. I mentioned this before your set, and you can weave it into the set whenever you like, really, because you're the boss. But during these times of racial inequality and social injustice, I think I'm finding it hard to put words to the truth and to what's happening. And yeah, if you had a song that could share that emotional reality and that level of compassion that a lot of us are finding hard to speak of.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a really potent time for that.
I can play this. I wrote this one this year after yet another shooting of somebody, just because the dark history had called them threatening for long enough that it got stuck in people's minds, and yeah. This one's called Black Umbrella.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, thank you.
Under a black umbrella, you were keeping to yourself, and the rain came down like diamonds on the sidewalk where you stood. Another lonely town across the endless Bible Belt. Nothing big enough for headlines ever happened here until today. And looking like a stranger in your older brother's coat, you were watching from the corner as the day slowly unfolded. A ringing bell against the door of Frank's Savings and Loan, and you saw it all, the teller ducking down, the gun exploded. And like an old bronze statue, you were frozen there in place. One man slumped on the counter while the other filled a pillowcase. And suddenly your feet were running, rain all in your face. Across the street, the ringing bell, the door, the engine roaring. And blood was on the floor, the teller reaching out his hand. And you felt his pulse, you called for help, you tried to stop the bleeding. And sirens on the boulevard, a rush of blue motion. Like a wave came on, their weapons drawn, the teller's soul just leaving. And hands over your head, they said, and you tried to tell the truth. The pillowcase, the getaway, the car, the blood, and you. In your older brother's coat, your stocking hat and worn out shoes. But to them you were just some punk kid cracked out and skipping school. And anger like a freighter pulling punches in your head. And you tried to push your way past all the uniforms and the dead man, but they pulled you to the ground, your face pressed on the wet cement. Like an animal spread eagle, the umbrella in your waistband. And guns, somebody cried, and you kicked your legs and broke the window in a chaos of confusion, raining glass like diamonds loosed. And you were on your feet again, and then a bullet danced right through you, and the ground came up like some great flood, and then you were not moving. Under a black umbrella, you were keeping to yourself, and the rain came down like diamonds on the sidewalk where you fell. And nothing in the headlines even mentioned you at all. Just a corner note about a cracked out kid who broke the law.
Thanks.
We need that right now. We
Yeah,
need those
it's a heavy
songs. That's art, and it's powerful.
Yeah. Are those songs ever hard to sing?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes sometimes they feel really, or like today in particular, this week in particular, feels good to sing, I think, to
Yeah.
try to, maybe as a way to try to make sense or to like say, hey, this thing, without pointing fingers, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Just to bring awareness in. And
Yeah.
how much of a privilege is it to have a voice, you know, and to be heard.
Totally, yeah.
I think, you know, moving forward, this show and artists in general just using the fact that we are heard to bring awareness to many things, you know, is,
Yeah.
I mean, as much as we all like sharing our heartbreak stories, because those are fantastic, you know, really, what else can we share?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I
it's beautiful.
believe so much in, or sometimes I write songs in a lot of different ways, like I'm trying to say this thing and I write it in like the same song in like 5 different ways, and I'm not getting it, I can't get it, and it feels like something's wrong with it, and I think it's always, if I just believe a lot in telling a story in an open way, so people don't feel blamed or judged or shamed for, it's just like here's a story that happens in the world, and you can draw what you think from it, or maybe here's like an empathetic view of an awful thing that happens. But yeah, I don't know, and a lot of times I can't get that nail on the head, and I'll over and over again be like, why isn't this feeling?
Well, that's
like,
a hard thing to do, is to be
Yeah.
equanimous and be honest and not be pointing fingers, and to just tell it from a compassionate lens.
Yeah.
You know, it's so easy in my mind, you know, I'll get triggered or I'll get angry, you know, and to keep it safe and
Yeah.
sweet and inclusive is not a small feat.
Yeah, I just think, I think a lot about the things that I'm able to hear, and they're never the things that are like shoved down my throat. They're always the things that people are like, here's this winding movie that encompasses this thing, and then I find myself so much more able to step into that world or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Well, we're glad that you step into that world. You're a really fearless songwriter. You write a lot of political songs. You're very honest. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Is there any song that's gotten you in trouble that you've written?
Haven't gotten me in trouble. Maybe, I mean, I guess songs are so funny because a lot of times songwriters are taking on a persona or a character, and so much of you gets in there, but a lot of times people assume that if you're using an I voice, it must be your exact story, or you know, the lines with that are always funny, and people will come up after shows and be like, oh, that time when you jumped in the river to save the dog, and then you got gangrene and ate a turkey. And you're like, oh, okay, that was a song though, and that wasn't exactly my experience. But anyway, I don't know if that's trouble. That's just like
people taking the lyrics literal,
which is, I think, beautiful and hilarious.
I like that. You read a lot, and we can tell that in your lyrics because you have a very broad vocabulary, and the way that you form your lyrics, you assume that you're going to go into another one, but you use like different words to fit right in with the next part of the melody. So it's a very cool wordplay that
Thanks.
I personally hear. So yeah, do you have another song for us?
Yes. Let's see. I'll play you, since we're talking about hearts, here's a heart song. Oh.
You got a heart right behind you.
I'm going to just be sniffling and crying back here, but I needed this. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for it. This is like really such a treat that
I'm shedding manly tears.
I can't.
I was literally just, my little face mask was wet.
Well, for real, I'm taking on a journey right now.
Oh, I'll play this one. Okay, this is a heart song about hearts. Kind of about that feeling when you're in a relationship and it gets to that point where you start to see yourself through somebody else's eyes. Like at first it's this, like, you're both the best versions of yourselves and you haven't quite gotten to know each other yet, and then it kind of gets deeper and you kind of start to want to run away because you don't want to look at yourself and the smaller parts of yourself. And this is a song about that, about realizing that you're all flawed and that's all right, and sometimes that makes a deeper love.
No, you're perfect.
No, that isn't untrue. I just have to remember the first line and then I can continue. Okay. The night comes to find you a flickering bulb. The street light behind you, your breathing shadow. And I never wanted to hold something close until now. A siren, a cat fight, a thin clarinet. The neighbors reflect in the blue TV set. And you got a way of believing the rest will work out. I'm sorry I said what I said, I don't mean it. The darkness, it scares me to death, but I'll figure it out. Figure it out. A car horn, a backfire, a bottle of wine. Somebody laughing and closing the blinds. And you nope, and I never wanted to get something right until now. Heavy door closing, a dog in the yard. Chain link and wood rod and rusty old parts. And you got a way of convincing my heart to lie down. I'm sorry I said what I said, I don't mean it. The darkness, it scares me to death, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Walking back home now, I'm watching you go. The slope of your shoulders, your breathing shadow. And I got a feeling so high I might never come down. And the night slips behind you, a lit cigarette. A junkie arranging the leaves for a bed. And you got a way of forgiving the trouble I found. I'm sorry I said what I said, I don't mean it. The darkness, it scares me to death, but I'll figure it out. Figure it out, oh, figure it out, oh, figure it out, oh, figure it out, oh, figure it out. Thanks.
It's so scary to be in those moments.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's so, I feel like it's everybody's experience though, you know? Like, it doesn't happen in movies all that often maybe, but besides that.
I feel like that song could be in a movie, like a Juno or something, where, you know, that song's happening.
Call them up.
All right, so let's do it.
Speaking of calling them up, we got a voicemail that our correspondence corner, Babe Town, wants to play for you, Anna.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
This is real cute.
Hey there, this is Steve Murray, and I would like to say hello to Anna, and that I have missed her terribly, and it's so wonderful to be seeing her on your stream tonight, and hopefully not too far in the future, live in the flesh again. But Anna is absolutely one of my favorite songwriters, bar none, and a wonderful human as well. I would like to request the song 1001 from her. And then I guess I'll go online to make a contribution. I guess that's how you do that. All right. Well, best to everyone there at MayDay LoveStream. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Bye-bye.
Super sweet.
man.
Super
What
sweet.
was-
Also, back. He called back and he actually changed his request, Anna, to down at the hardware store.
Oh, Steve. Oh, I wish I could remember that song. That's too dusty, but I could play 1001. Sorry.
I want Steve to narrate my life.
You're gonna get.
We also got some more donation shout outs from Alex Sanchez, Rachel Breckwith, Jeff Grashin, Acoustic Minds of Games. You guys are just like Venmo fans, where you're gonna break our Venmo from all of your donations. Thank you so much for keeping this show alive, and for keeping Anna and people like Amber and everybody that we've had on the show want to come and be a part of this. I hope that everybody feels really nourished and supported by the community. And we have some other requests too. I don't want you to have an all request night, so we'll take it easy. We'll take it slow. But
I'll play this one for Steve Murray. I haven't played this for a while, Steve. I'm sorry if it only comes out half-baked, but yes, this song's called 1001. I wrote this one for a good friend of mine who was going through a real time, and he told me he felt like he was all the things at once, and he couldn't just settle.
I'm a mission bell ringing in the dark. Gonna scare these crows, go tuck their heads in someone else's yard. I got a heavy load, gonna lay it out. So if God ain't home, please tell me now before I kneel down. I'm a liar's game, I'm a shorted fuse. I'm the dirty water in the wishing well and the coins you threw. I am a wrecking ball, I am a fighting chance. I'm alive, that's all that keeps me sometimes breathing. I am an oil spill, beautiful and not. I am the orange glow of the sun and the hill. I am one last shot. I am a pounding heart. I am an easy lover, even when this loving gets so damn hard. I am asleep, I guess, until you come for me. Out in the wilderness, in the dark, I am lost, but I am almost free. I am a fighting chance, I am a wrecking ball, I am a pounding heart, I am alive, that's all. I am the water's edge, I am the deepest end. I want 1,000 things to be one more than 1,000.
Wow.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Winding my way away from this microphone, sorry.
So I feel like now is a really good time, we're halfway through your set, to talk about your charity tonight and the group that you're supporting. It's Food for Families, right?
Yeah, I found online, I was looking up at stuff that's happening around town, especially during this time, and there's a group of kids at Centennial High School that started this food bank, and they run it all on their own. I think it's maybe a part of the Food for Families, Inc., but it's all run by high school students, and I thought that was about the coolest thing, that they've figured out all the ways to get food to people.
A little mobile market.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a Centennial High School in every state
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's
My
probably
sisters
true.
went to Centennial High School in Franklin, Tennessee, of all places. So that's funny. That's actually it's actually pretty cool to see that you're also auctioning off a little thing where anyone donating $100 tonight within 30 miles of Portland will get Anna singing them a song in your yard or an album. So, which I think that's pretty cool.
I know.
We'll come
For
stand far away from
$200
you and sing you a song in your yard.
For $200, maybe Anna and Amber would team up
Together.
Cool.
and do a little set for you. How
Hell yeah.
amazing!
That would be very fun.
Yeah.
It would be like a caravan of fools.
I love that. I mean, I saw a video of someone playing with their band on a rooftop the other day for the neighborhood.
Oh, that's so
And
cool.
as we get into this warmer weather, like, I'm pretty sure the streets are going to be filled with song.
Yeah.
How many of us can sit on our front porches or play in the backyard and do, like, I could sit over here and put a little tip jar or something all the way over there for the people walking by or whatnot. I think that'll be a big silver lining as we have the weather for it. It'll be really cute to see.
I watched
just the sharing.
Storm Large stream where she's streaming on the front of her porch, and there's like people gathering in front of her house, and her piano player Tom's over in another room playing piano, and she's singing to like 10 people all like spaced out in front of her house.
Love
That's
it.
pretty wild.
Yeah, it's a special, this is such a dark time, but it's a special time for that, for people wanting to do good for each other and reach out to their neighbors and stuff. It feels like it's happening in a way that it hasn't for a long time.
Have you gotten to know your neighbors a little bit better?
More, yeah.
Oh, yes?
I've been making little goals. There's like certain neighbors that maybe don't want to talk, that I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get them one of these days.
Would you classify yourself as an introvert or an extrovert, or a little bit of both?
I would call myself an introvert.
Okay.
But I love people. I think they're great. I would just rather watch them than be at a party with them most of the time. But
Fair enough. People are very interesting to watch. Sometimes they're very scary to talk to.
Mhm.
I'm one of those scary people that likes to find introverts and say, "Hey, you're my friend now." So.
But I think introverts like extroverted people because it's like a yin and yang or whatever, and you can kind of, the pressure is less on you to hold the space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob's gonna talk the whole time. It's fine. I can
Oh,
do it.
great! I'm a super good listener. I enjoy this relationship.
I like you, Anna. That's
Great.
where it's coming down to.
We're a yin and a yang.
So you are a very scholarly individual. You read a lot of books, And one of the things I was reading about you is that a lot of your songs start off as poems, and then you convert them into songs. And I've always found a distinction between poetry and lyrics, but I'm curious how you bridge that gap.
I don't know if I'd call myself scholarly. I enjoy the world of a story, but I think maybe the poems, just by process of coming to guitar really late, I have such a small bag of tricks, and I don't seem to have very much like fire under my butt to like work on guitar.
Same.
Yeah, and I really love putting a melody to a poem, and I find myself a lot of times the words are faster than the musical part of it, and I think there is such a musicality to poetry, and the way that it feels in your mouth, and the way that the words make you feel, and certain words hold all sorts of like double meanings, and when they're tied together and woven in, there's this like magic that can happen, and I think I get really obsessed with just the way words taste, and then
I like the way the poem feels on my mouth.
and then I'm like, oh, okay, what's a C chord? Okay, and then I work on the music part a lot, but sometimes.
When did you start playing guitar?
Maybe.
How old were you?
Maybe like 9 or 10 years ago.
Okay.
Just it's sort of at the same time I started writing songs and playing guitar, and it's been really freeing, I think, though, because I didn't. Like, I've played the fiddle for a long time, and I'd say I'm like a mediocre fiddle player, but I have like such a background of classical and stuff. I judge myself harshly on the fiddle because I think
I asked you to play a St. Patty's gig with me
Oh,
this year on the
yeah.
fiddle.
Sorry.
It got canceled. It's okay.
Oh,
Microsoft
okay.
was like, hey, COVID-19's happening.
Okay.
We're not going to have any fun music.
Damn.
So, hey, we got a voicemail for you.
Go play it.
This is the most voicemails in one
right.
show ever. I love this.
Speaking of fiddle, this is real sweet.
Hi, this is Amanda, and this is Jenny from Acoustic Minds, and we just wanted to call in because we wanted to say we love you all for all you've been putting in, all the work you've been doing. We are enamored every night by every artist, and it's just so beautiful, and we are dying hearing Anna Tivel right now. Yes, it is such a treat to hear Anna. I remember many, many years ago when she performed at the Buffalo Gap, and she was just starting out performing live. Her voice was just as hauntingly beautiful as it is now, and she was playing her beautiful fiddle, and to see the just incredible impact she's had on the world since then is so inspiring. So we are just really grateful that you guys have her on the show because it's making our evening just perfect. Yes, and also Amber Russell absolutely crushed it. We were loving it, and we can't wait to perform on Friday. We love you guys. Thanks for all your hard work.
Love you.
And I can't wait to hear Anna again. Yes, we will be watching every night, and thank you again for just providing incredible music. We love you guys.
We love you.
Those girls, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Wait, I think I lost the key.
They're
on that
definitely
one.
watching you. Somebody feels like. We can start beatboxing later.
All right, Anna, keep us together. We're losing it right now.
So, quick shout out, you guys. Thank you so much for your donations. We're still short of the Survive stage, so we want to really get there tonight. Donations don't end at 9 o'clock. They end at noon o'clock tomorrow. So keep them coming, and we'll keep some good music coming towards you. So this is Anna Tivel. Some more music for you.
I will play you this song. This is a song that definitely started out as a poem with no, just a rhythm, kind of word rhythm, and then got smished into some chords that are enjoyable to play. It was right after the election on November 9th.
2 quarters in my hand, nothing else in my pocket. I'm a wild horse pawing at the cracked dead earth. Stoplight turning and a long white Lincoln goes screaming by the baseline lingers. It's hot as the devil, the rubber and the metal black smell of something burning. I never did wrong, I never did gamble till the day you called me worthless. 2 quarters in my hand, nothing else in my pocket. I'm a fuse box sparking in the summer grass. I'm a hooded figure, a crazy killer. I'm a dead man walking on the overpass. It's hot as the devil, the asphalt melting, the sweat, wet smell of danger. I never did wrong, I never was tempted till the day you named my anger. 2 quarters in my hand, nothing else in my pocket. I'm a countdown rocket in a cloud of smoke. My fists are clenched, my whole body tense, my mouth screwed up, my eyes half closed. It's hot as the devil, the screaming kettle, the bass line slowly burning. I never did wrong, I was kind and careful till the day you called me worthless.
Oh!
It's really wild seeing that record seeing that song on your record, The Question, which came out in 2019. Are you releasing that as an acoustic track as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
On this Friday, I have a record coming out that's recorded right down the street from here at my friend Danny O'Hanlon's Alta Tape, and it's all of the songs from that album, The Question, recorded just acoustic.
That's gonna sound good.
It was a fun time to go down there and just sing them kind of how they were written, real spare.
Now, I get this that your favorite songs from a record fluctuate, but is there a favorite song that you have from The Question that you've been really, really enjoying? That you think is pertinent? I think Worthless is very pertinent now, but
I think it just spiders around a lot. It's so interesting to not tour. I've been touring so hard for the past few years, and I can't remember the last time I was home for more than 2.5 weeks. And just to I think playing the same songs every night like that they rise and fall so much inside of you, and you're like, oh, this is the worst song ever written, or like, oh, this is a song makes me feel things. And so to have a break from kind of beating songs into the ground is really interesting to feel.
It's like you're starting to like those songs again.
Yeah, or just like letting them breathe. I think it feels nice, maybe.
I don't know. I was listening to a song I wrote when I was like 19. I pretty much hated it. So.
Those things, it's hard. You can't ever listen to your own thing and hear it subjectively, I don't think.
No.
Do you have any
Not at all.
gems that you've been working on that you feel might be ready for the light of day yet?
Yeah, I've been writing a bit. Totally. I'll play this one.
Little features unreleased.
Yeah, I wrote this one right when I got home from this canceled tour, when this kind of all started and we all needed to kind of lock down, and it's called Altogether Alone. Sorry, I'm just gonna take an ear off here.
Give me that ear. Give me that ear.
Silence descending, the last note in neon, still melting the ice in the glass. And turn the key over and pocket $3 in quarters, they might be your last. But don't be afraid as you walk in away in a quiet like you've never known. Everything's changing and all of these strangers are all together alone. All together alone. And call up your brother and tell him you wanted to be there the last time he flew. To visit the family, but you were still angry, and man, you'd go back if you could. But don't be afraid, you've got so much to say, and he'll stay like a friend on the phone. Everything's changing and all that remains is we're all together alone. All together alone. And lay on the carpet alive in the darkness, an animal starting to dream. This won't be easy, a catch in the heartbeat of everyone trying to breathe. But don't be afraid, there's a feeling of safety in knowing your struggle is known. Everything's changing and all of these strangers are all together alone. All together
What an amazing dichotomy. We're all together alone.
I think you know how those people are doing the videos of all the little faces like singing together the same song? That song would be so good for that.
Oh man, I really like seeing everything that's going on like that, or all the videos of people standing on their balconies in Italy with accordions and.
Just the fact that they have accordions in their hands makes it even better. Like they're in Italy, they have accordions, they're playing the polka, life is great.
Yeah, donation shout out, by the way, Kip Silverman, we see you, MVP. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so, so sweet. And I gotta say, Anna, you just carry a vibe and a groundedness and a calmness, which this production can be a little spicy and a little frazzly sometimes, and just having you here is just like, okay, this is good. We're settling.
I can't thank you guys enough for. I just feel I'm looking around this room, and I know everybody watching can't see all the behind the scenes thing, but there's about a million cameras and electronic bits and all these different stations so that everybody can stay distanced from each other, and everybody's in masks and everything's sanitized, and it's just, I think, so much intention and went into creating this, and it's pretty special. I just think it's really cool that you guys got this started and pulled out all the stops. This is not a...
There were a few stops.
This is not a just like into the computer camera situation.
Yeah. Also, Kip, he was instrumental in helping us get the internet. We had to reboot and re-upgrade and rewire. I don't actually know the details of what did or did not happen to get fiber up in this building, but for the first few weeks we were running the show off of our phone data.
That's right. We would
just like what?
Connect it to our. We maxed out a few phones as data.
Yeah.
Right
so,
out here.
Who knew? And so yeah, we've been learning as we go, but it's just settling and expanding, and it's been an honor to be able to be here and witness all of it. For sure.
So, actually, no, I don't want to take Jenny's question.
You'll take it.
It's a Jenny question. Okay.
Say it like I would say it.
Anna, this has been a trying time for everyone.
I can't even process what you're telling me right now.
How have you found yourself growing from your suffering during these events? And how have you been able to channel your art into the beautiful rainbow that it now is?
Well, Jenny, funny you should ask. It's just so wild. I think just kind of watching and trying to take in what's happening in everybody's lives on an individual level, and then kind of taking stock of the hard things and the good things that are kind of happening in your own life, and trying to be grateful. I definitely feel lucky to, be eating and living under a roof, and I like in my very personal life, I think I was really needing a little time off the road. As much as I love playing shows and I love touring, and I'm about ready for that to start again, even though it won't for a while, but I just think kind of like refocusing on my family and some relationships, and kind of feeling as quiet in my heart as makes me feel good has been our total gift in a shit pile. So I'm quite pleased with that part of it anyway. And I don't know.
I love hearing you swear, by the way, because it's like the sweetest voice, and then out comes it's like shit.
She's got the skills. So does Thomas Hines and Joshua Donahue. Thank you for donating. Don't forget, Pizza Nostra is being a gift in the shit for us tonight with giving us a small kickback of all the pizza that they sell tonight. And that's just a big, beautiful way to keep this community feeling connected around the za. And you guys can donate until noon o'clock tomorrow. We got a few more songs from Anna, and it's just such an honor, and let the show go on.
Anna, we've got 12 minutes, so
Woo!
The
Okay.
world is
One
your
super
oyster.
wordy song coming at
All
you.
right.
I'm just kidding. This is a new song. I wrote this one a week or two ago. One thing that's been really wonderful during this time is I've gotten to start making these calls to older folks around town who are kind of extra stuck at home, and I never really had living grandparents that I got to build a relationship with, and it's just been like they tell the best stories. It's crazy that I wrote this for one of the folks I've been talking to.
I've been talking to Billy every Friday evening, and he's got me believing that life's the strangest dream. Some days it's like magic, and other days you wake up reaching out to no one and struggling to breathe. And Billy on the telephone, his voice an engine growling low, he says, I've seen it all and now I'm tired. So don't ask me what I'm doing with my time. I get up every morning and I get by. raised by flight and fighting all the way through high school. He learned to hold a rifle and watched his brothers bleed. Came home with a headache, only cured by drinking. He took a barroom dancing and twirled himself to sleep. And Billy on the wooden floor, his arms out like a rising crow, he stumbles through the neon into the night. 'Cause what more is there to lean on in this life than to get up every morning and get by? What a strange dream, what a darkness, what a gray streak, what a weight. Can you blame me? Can you pardon all my hard-won mistakes? I've been talking to Billy every Friday evening, and he remembers everything like a movie in his mind. Everything he wanted, and what his dreaming got him, a trailer in the tailwind of someone else's life. And Billy on the telephone, a game show in the background. If you spin the wheel hard enough, you'll fly like a black crow in the cradle of the night. The strangest dream, you barely made it out alive.
I'm gonna call up a few friends that are over the age of 70 and see if I can't write a song like that. Oh my gosh!
Our executive producer wants you to play that song again, if you don't mind.
So right now, just play it. We're not joking.
Well,
We're joking.
okay.
We're joking.
Well, maybe if he donates $103, she'll sing the whole song on the
Play
voicemail.
whatever you
can
want for
have it.
$103.
You know, right now, a lot of old folks' homes, they don't get visitors. They're not allowed. And so calling them up and whether or not you have a friend there or a family member there is actually a really great way to bring a lot of joy to people. One thing I like to do when I go and tour through Cottage Grove, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but my late grandmother, her piano is still in her retirement home.
Oh, cool.
She gifted it to me, and I just thought that it was such a perfect place for it, because when I would visit her, I'd play the piano, and there'd be like this collection of older folks wheeling themselves out that would like start gathering around the piano as I'd start playing it. And I just like, I remember how wonderful that made me feel, knowing that I was, you know, just an hour in somebody's day that made them happy, and hearing that you would call up Billy and talk to him or talk to some people out there, like that makes me so happy to know that there are people out there that will do that for them, and that's a really wonderful thing to hear. So yeah, I don't know, I think this is a cool time to just call up a home and see if you can't listen for a couple minutes and see if you can't hear a cool story. So
If there's any of them old folks watching the show, call us and tell us a story.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of stories, we do have a voicemail coming up right here. So how do you feel, Anna, about doing a voicemail and then a song?
Pretty great.
Cool. Well, this voicemail is actually from Amber Russell's girlfriend.
Woohoo!
We have a real British person here.
Highland British accent coming up.
Ask and you shall receive.
Hi, my name is Samantha, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm calling in to say that everything sounds beautiful and amazing. I want to shout out to Amber Russell. She's my beautiful and talented girlfriend. And Anna, you sound incredible. I think that everything is so beautiful. I love how it looks too. My God, you've just set up the place. It's so gorgeous. Anyway, keep the music going. And thanks to everyone who performed tonight.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
Let's just
Samantha.
let her talk for the rest of the show.
I like how she says it, Samantha. We have a real British person here. We're not doing fake British accents anymore. We're not allowed.
So good. And thank you for just bringing the heart and bringing your truth in a way that is not shoving it down anyone's throat. It is presented so sweetly, and it's such good medicine. And
thank you.
Some nights like this, I just want to stay in this moment forever, and then it's like, okay, well, we got different vibes happening. It's a different thing. This rotating door of different flavors and textures and tastes of words that come through here. But sometimes, just the right thing at the right time. And from what our Sweetie Pie viewers are saying, a lot of people really having a good time with you tonight, girl.
Awesome.
So thanks for
Well,
showing up.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's funny how you realize how much you love. I always think like, oh, I could just write forever and that part of it, but then like to share it is the thing that makes it. You feel like you're connecting with people, and that means a lot, and you don't realize how much you miss it. Yeah.
For real.
All right, how are you gonna leave us on this one, huh?
I'm gonna leave you.
Leave us.
I mean, we'll turn the cameras off and try to keep her. She's small. She'll fit in the closet.
Jeffrey will beat us up.
Oh, I watched that show last night. It was amazing.
So good.
So good.
Do you have a favorite Jeffrey Martin song? Do you ever cover any of his tunes?
I know one of his songs, but not well enough to do it justice at this moment. But
I like how you guys keep it separate when you go on tour and whatever. I think that's important. And
yeah, we steer clear of the duo. Yeah, we do.
To be fair, when I Google Anna Tivel, the first thing is Jeffrey Martin.
I know.
The first thing when I Google Jeffrey Martin is Anna
Closely
Tivel.
associated, but still sovereign.
Yeah, he is definitely one of my very favorite writers, and definitely my favorite human in the whole world.
Oh,
he's a really salt of the earth.
Well,
I'll leave you with this song. This is a brand new one I wrote last week.
Yeah.
One more song.
Loving the new flows.
I wrote this one with some good friends. Just had a baby a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking about bringing a kid into this world right now, and just just at any time, to be like, oh, this is what life is like. So here you go, kid. But thank you guys so much for doing all this.
Before you come into the world, you should know there are things that will hurt and things that won't. Like scraping your knees on the asphalt and the freedom right before you fell, and nobody tells it like it is. They say, isn't it lovely, and buck up, kid. But you learn how to breathe just by doing it, how to dream until you believe yourself, taking a picture to pass the time, a disposable camera and soul rise. You'll be leaning your head in the half-light. What a feeling to be alive. An impossible question the heart will ask. You'll stumble around till the walls collapse. A bird hidden hard on the mirrored glass, just looking for something in someone else, and nobody tells it like it is. They say follow the good road and chin up, kid, but you learn how to scream when the train comes in, and you feel the ever felt. Taking a picture to capture it, a parade in the emptiness after it. You'll be ultramarine and violet. What a feeling to be alive. Nobody tells it like it is. They say don't rock the boat and shut up, kid. But that big black train is rolling, and that deep down scream is growing. Before you come into the world, you should know there are things that will hurt and things that won't. Like scraping your knees on the asphalt and the freedom right before you fell. And nobody tells it like it is. They say, isn't it lovely, and buck up, kid. But you learn how to breathe just by doing it. How to dream until you believe yourself.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I feel so warm after this show. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing your gift tonight, Anna.
And what a thing to try to put into words. I mean, you have such a gift, and we can sit here compliment you all night, darling. I think maybe if you want, maybe we could have another one.
Sure.
Christopher Worth would like another song. I would like
Man.
another song. I think everybody would like another song.
I just want to hear Christopher Worth sing. Okay.
And we got some last donation shout outs. I guess that's not the last ones while the show was on, but now you have another song. So if you were thinking about like, should I give her my lunch money or should I not give her my lunch money? Based on that last song, I give her the lunch money.
I need chocolate milk.
She needs that chocolate milk, y'all, homies. William, Guilfoyle, and
Guilfoyle.
Dana Price, my brother. Thank you so much for donating. That's what it's all about. I wish there was a cooler word for donating, like gifting, sharing, contaminating the abundance that flows in our direction. It's not gonna get any better.
I liked all those options.
Anna, thank you for playing so many of your original songs.
Yeah.
It feels like the well never run dries with you.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Sure, there's like, for every one song that gets played in the world, there's like 12 that are just like shitty shit. Just the worst embarrassingness. I want to say though, man, Amber, that was like the most transfixing.
Right?
I feel like I kept like turning the sound on and off in my mind and just watching your arms and then bringing the music in, and that was its whole own like enchanting thing, and it totally blew my mind. Made me want to use only this part. Okay,
Girls' night.
It'd be pretty amazing to have synesthesia and listen to you two
Yeah.
play. It was just, that's like all the colors and feelings that would come out when both of your songs hit this essence of a room. That'd be pretty amazing. But that's Amber. Adhering to all social guidelines. All right, you guys, we got one more song from you for Anna Tivel. We promise this is the last one.
No, that is not a promise. You never know. Our little executive producer, Noodle Boy.
He's going wild. We call him Noodles for short.
Needles.
Noodles. AKA Linguini. Anna Tivel.
Okay.
Let's hear some music.
I'll send you out with this one. I think we're all feeling a little bit crazy all the time. This one's called Crazy All the Time. It's a true story. When I'm gonna sing it a little higher though. When you wake up in the morning and the lights are out, when you're waiting on the bus in the rain,
When a stranger tries to tell you what God's all about and your mother don't remember your name. When you walk into a street sign, when you fall up the stairs, when you find a bit of breakfast hanging on to your hair. It's okay to laugh and it's okay to swear, 'cause we're all crazy all the time. When your dog pees on your pillow and your milk goes bad, when you keep on finding grapes in your shoes, when your neighbors close the curtains, when you come outside and you wash your clothes and turn them all blue, when you're yelling at the TV and your plants are all dead and a giant angry seagull takes a shit on your head and every single person thinks they're great in bed. Oh, we're all crazy all the time. When you're talking to your cats and you name them all Turtle 'cause you had a dream that turtles were cats. And you think it's really funny that our arms are so long and you like to swing them this way and that. When you lose part of your apple and you find it in the bathroom, when you give a birthday present to the person you got it from. And secretly you're thinking that everyone is really dumb, or we're all crazy all the time. When you bury all your movies in your neighbor's lawn and you're sure that you can talk to birds. When you answer the door with just your ski boots on and you're eating only peanuts and nerds. When you're walking around in socks fall to your pants, when you eat off the ground and you don't ever wash your hands, except for right now, and you're hiding all your money in your pots and pans. Oh, we're all crazy all the time. Yeah, we're all crazy all the time.
I feel like that needed to be.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome for that one. That's like a sing-along at the end there. We could have just, yeah, we're all crazy all the time.
Yes, we are.
We're all crazy. It's gonna
You
stick in
guys,
my head.
if you're feeling crazy, please donate to the MayDay LoveStream. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We've had an amazing group of artists this week. Tonight we've had Amber Russell and Anna Tivel. Thank you so much for tuning in to us tonight. Jenny, you want to hit our sponsors real quick?
Tuning into us.
Tuning
it's actually
in.
tuning into everything. The infinite, infinitum is here. Sorry. Now I'm feeling like, oh, she said I can be crazy, so watch out now.
It's okay to be crazy.
Anton Fuller, thank you so much for our last donation of the show. He is the owner of Pizza Nostra. Thank you for your sponsorship. Thank you for the pizza. Thank you for being willing to support us so that we can support them. They can support you, and it just all goes around in this recycled abundance. There's just enough for everybody, and I really do believe that. And I think it's really important. One more check-in, say hoo-ha, hey, with our correspondence corner over here.
Correspondent babes.
Loving the new correspondence cam. Good night, my loves. So sweet. You better wash those kissy kiss hands. And once again, we are always sponsored, always. Actually, not so much. TrailBrewPDX.com. This is a new friend of mine, and this company is fantastic. They have medicinal herbs and medicinal mushrooms, and it's just in this pouch. You mix it with water, and it's super grounding for the nervous system. It's great for mental clarity, and I think so many of us can feel frazzled in the sea of unknowingness that we're all navigating together. And I'm a big fan of herbal, earthy medicine, and so they're giving you 15% off for the rest of May, which is almost ending. So head to trailbrewpdx.com, promo code LoveStream15, and you'll get 15% off. These people usually would be selling their goods at farmers markets, and they're not able to do that. So it's an honor that we get to help them. And Air Hush, Obvi, Jacob is all about it. Gearhead, thanks for the lights. Lime Live TV, thank you so much for all of your hard work launching us. And their mission as a nonprofit is to also create more dope live streams across the wherever the landscape is that wants to create something like this. And so please reach out to Lime Live TV with any questions about how we got this started, and if you're looking for guidance in that way at all. Thank you to the Hallowed Halls for hosting us. This place really just has a vibe. The lighting is one thing, but everyone that's complimenting us on, like, it looks so beautiful. It's just this building. It really is just this place, and it's I think this place almost like was asking for something like this to happen. Our crew is losing their goddamn minds. Anna, what have you done to us? Anna.
You guys, we've had an amazing week of music for you, an amazing month of music for you. In fact, we're called the MayDay LoveStream because we started right here in May. It's a MayDay stream that is here to keep all of these musicians and us afloat. But that MayDay LoveStream does not end in May. That MayDay LoveStream continues once a week starting in June. But we have 2 more nights of amazing music for you. Tomorrow night we have Justin Chitums and Tim Snyder, 2 fantastic artists, and we are absolutely thrilled to welcome them to the Hallowed Halls. And also, one more thing about the Hallowed Halls is we couldn't do this anywhere else, any other studio, because this place is huge. It's huge. You have artists 25 feet away from anyone else. We're making sure that this is a completely socially distanced podcast or stream. I said that twice. That's the second time. Oh my goodness.
Jacob's about to get a podcast.
Anyways, this is a socially distanced live stream, and we are respectful to all of Oregon and CDC guidelines. So thank you so much for tuning in to us and supporting. If you guys want to call us up, want to tell us any stories, tell us how you're enjoying your nights, or what you would suggest for us even.
Wait.
What's up?
Before they call.
I
just had an idea.
Idea?
So one, yes, let's plant the seed for poetry to be woven into the show a little bit more. Also, I would love, selfishly and not so selfishly, the story of the Hallowed Halls to kind of be shared. I know that a lot of people have made records here. A lot of people have gone to events here. So if you have a fun story about something that you attended or created here in the Hallowed Halls, please also call the hotline and share your story about this place. There's something magical, and I know that a lot of people have experienced that magic. Okay. Cue the hotline. Cue the hotline.
That's right. Cue the hotline right here.
Although at 833 for Mayday. Although at 833 for me. Although at 833 for Mayday. You
And so that's it for our show tonight. Thank you for tuning into the MayDay LoveStream broadcast. It's been truly a pleasure. And tomorrow we have a special surprise for intermission. We have an indie film plus a interview with the filmmaker, short little 10-minute ditty. And it's going to be fun to see how the intermissions turn into their own art piece. And also we're going to start pulling on the community to also come and be a part of this show in video format, of course. And so I'm really excited for the future of this show and for the future of you, and hopefully things are settling and healing in your world out there. And I don't know if Jacob has any other things he'd like to use his mouth for.
Tune in every night from 6 to 9 p.m. right here at the Hallowed Halls on the MayDay LoveStream on the Hallowed Halls Facebook page. We're also on YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope, Twitter. So go ahead, tune in, you guys. You know the drill. See you around.
Good night.
Good night.